One soldier who rose to prominence in the First World War was Henry Tandey. He participated in many of the key moments of the Allied campaign on the Western Front, and his many acts of heroism led to him becoming the most decorated private in the entire British Army. Henry Tandey was born in very humble circumstances in Kenilworth Street, Leamington Spa, in 1891. When he left school, he got a dead-end job working in the boiler room of the Regent Hotel. In 1910, he decided to join the army.
Henry Tandey was typical in that he enlisted during a period of peace, of course, and into the regular army, which meant you had to commit for 12 years. Normally that would be made up of 7 years of full-time service and then another 5 on reserve, where you were effectively a civilian. So it's quite a commitment for a young man to make, 7 years. And what attracted them? Well, it was the guarantee of a solid earning and that you'd be fed and given uniform to wear and what have you, which for many men was several notches above the realities of their day-to-day existence at that time.
When war was declared, Henry was one of the first local men to be deployed to the Western Front. In October 1914, at the First Battle of Ypres, he performed his first notable act of heroism, rescuing a wounded colleague at the Menin Road crossroads. This became an iconic moment in the early part of the war, immortalised in a painting by the Italian war artist Fortunino Matania. Henry himself did not come through the war unscathed.
For a man who's overseas in 1914 and continues to serve to 1918, if he's a frontline infantry soldier like Henry Tandey, his chances of getting through that entire period unscathed are very slim. And Henry Tandey was hit twice, the first time being in the epic First Battle of Ypres in the October of 1914, the first very large-scale engagement in which his own battalion participated.
In the space of a few extraordinary weeks in the summer of 1918, Henry's actions earned him the nation's highest military honours, the Distinguished Conduct Medal, the Military Medal, and the Victoria Cross.
From early August until the armistice of the 11th of November, 5 British armies in France and Flanders were engaged in a series of gigantic climactic battles.
On the 28th of August, during the Second Battle of Cambrai, he took 2 men, dashed across no man's land under fire, and captured a trench. He returned with 20 German prisoners. On the 12th of September, he led another bombing party into German trenches, returning with yet more prisoners. On the 28th of September, during the capture of a canal crossing at Marcoing, Henry led a bayonet charge, fighting so fiercely that 37 of the enemy were driven into the hands of the remainder of his company. Although twice wounded, Henry refused to leave the battlefield until the fight was won.
For Henry himself to be awarded 3 of Britain's highest military honours in such a short period is truly extraordinary. He was not only among the very few men that earned a large number of high-end gallantry and bravery awards, but he did so in a very concerted, short period of time.
Despite his remarkable heroics on the battlefield, Tandey became best known as the British soldier who missed the opportunity to shoot Adolf Hitler. Hitler kept a copy of the Menin Crossroads painting on his office wall and claimed that the British soldier seen rescuing his wounded comrade was the same man who'd spared his life in September 1918. Tandey himself refused to confirm or deny this story, but British military records show that it's unlikely to be true, as the 2 men were fighting on different parts of the Western Front at the time. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're aiming to post new content about the history of Leamington and Warwickshire on a weekly basis over the summer. So stay tuned and thank you for watching.